Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be around 5 brands I picked up recently that are new brands to me, and they may be new brands to you. So I recently did a video like this around 10 brands, and I think I'll probably continue this because I think that this type of video is really great for not only new resellers, but also seasoned resellers who maybe know all of the kind of normal brands or typical brands that people pick up. But this is really trying to highlight some more unusual brands. Some are high-end, some aren't, but just kind of maybe a little bit more rare. And hopefully this is helpful in case you want to learn a little bit about new brands. The learning process for me around reselling is probably the most interesting, but also give you an idea of if these are brands that you see out in the wild, are these going to be worthwhile for you to pick up? Just based off of the quick research that I've done. So if that sounds interesting, keep watching. Feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and definitely hit the thumbs up on your way out before you leave. It always means a lot to me. So first up is going to be a brand. I actually sold this. I sold it, and then she, like 3 or 4 minutes later, 5 minutes later, sent me a message, and she had purchased it. She was in Australia and didn't realize the shipping. I guess on her end, it showed free shipping, which I'm not sure why it would show that because I don't even do free shipping. But she said it showed free shipping, and then when she checked out and went to go pay, it had like $45 to ship it to Australia or something like that. So she wanted to cancel, which, you know, I mean, that happens very rarely for me. I am pretty sure it shows the shipping before they go to place, but because I've had plenty of international buyers, but I had no problem canceling because I could easily relist on eBay. So this is a brand called Little Joe Woman, and the designer, or it's by Gail, Elliott. I don't know why this is a mouthful for me. So what I learned about this is the co-founder, it's actually a husband-wife duo that founded this company. Gail Elliott was a supermodel, and I don't know my history of supermodels, so it was a new name to me. She started this in 2002 with her husband. She's still very much involved in the creative side, and the husband's more the CEO side. This is a kind of a chambray dress. It's got the cinched waist, it's got the 2 tassels, it's got the ruffles at the bottom. Very lightweight, easy to wear, kind of comfy, cozy, and I can't remember what size this was. The size large, which is great. So this was started in 2002 in New York. They then moved the brand to Australia, and now it's currently, the headquarters are in Bali, Indonesia. Wow, my speaking. I think it's because it's actually morning and I just haven't had enough coffee. So we should take a sip. So the retail prices for a lot of their items, there are some exceptions or outliers to this range, but the majority are between that $100 to $300 range. The resale prices for a lot of the items are between 15 to 40, mostly in that 20 to 40 range. There was an outlier vest that sold recently that sold for $200. I think it was a shearling or something like that, you know, just higher quality, but the majority kind of in that $20 to $40 range. They're known for their exceptional quality. They kind of have a luxe, chic, rock chic supermodel style is what I read. So you can kind of take it on the cruise ship with you. You can take it to the beach, and then you can take it for a night out type of. So I really like this stuff. Some of their celebrity fans included are Cindy Crawford, Yasmin Leibon. I am actually not familiar with who that is, but that was on a list. And Helena Christensen. Wow, we're gonna have a hard time this video with just saying words, but especially names. But anyways, it's a really cute dress. It's in great condition. I had it on the mannequin, which was a size 6, and because of the elastic waist, it really fit nicely. So I think it's a great range from that 6 to 10, 12 range. And I was excited to learn about it. So, and I can't remember what I think I priced that at about $49. And I think someone bought it for about $40. So I have no doubt it will sell again. It's a cute style. This I was really excited about. So this is the second brand. This is a men's sleeveless tee. And I saw the label and I was like, well, that's either something or something. Like there's just certain labels where it's like, that's gotta be something. So this is a Shanghai-based designer. He kind of has the avant-garde kind of styles, East meets West. his inspirations were a lot of things in the 80s and stuff like that. He uses a lot of natural materials to make his designs, so wool, hemp, cotton, and it's also these pieces are constructed in the same methods that they use to create traditional Chinese garments, which I thought was really interesting. So this is a very expensive designer. This is a runway designer, men's designer, and just really, really cool styles. But as you can tell, this is just the subtle detail on the front definitely gives it a cool vibe, in my opinion. So this, the retail prices range from about $500 to $3,000 for a lot of his pieces. And the resale prices just in the last few months that I could find range in about $50 to $150 range for the pieces that sold on the resale market. It also had a 100% sell-through rate on using the app called Completely. And and there's not much listed. So that's very exciting. I have had this listed for, I want to say, a week or two. And I want to say I listed it for about 80, 90. I can't remember the exact, but it's listed. I don't think it's gotten much interest, but I think it's just going to be that Ziggy Chen fan that just comes in and swoops it up. So really excited about this piece and to learn about him. This is another men's designer, not as high end, but still kind of trendy. So the label says RNT 23. And it doesn't say it on here, but that is actually the brand Ron Tomson. So this is a lightweight knit blazer. It's got the elbow patches, which is really quite nice. It's got the two front pockets. It's just kind of a comfy casual. It's got some stretch to it. Not like you're supposed to wear it, but a lot of the stock images I saw were kind of a more fitted style on a guy, and that would make sense for this style. So I can't remember the size on this, but I want to say it was like a medium. No, the size tag was cut out. So I think I just did approximate measurements. Yeah, I think the size tag was cut out. But anyways, it's a small medium for a guy. I can't remember which I listed it under. But it was founded by a guy named Sharon Bensasan Behar in 2006. He was born in Israel, and the reason, the one little note on his bio that was interesting was he actually has a BA, a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, which is very similar to my social science degree. And then he immediately moved to LA to start a fashion label, which I think actually one of the things I liked about my own degree was it can be applied, the things you learn about people and groups of people and all of that kind of stuff can be applied in so many different types of areas. So I thought that was really interesting that he went from sociology to fashion. But they have a store in LA. It's also sold in some high-end department stores and online. And the style is kind of a fashion-forward mix of a mix of kind of avant-garde to rock and roll men's clothing. He did say in an interview that he sees a lot of people focusing on women's fashion, but there's less so on just strictly men's fashion. So the retail prices for a lot of his stuff is between $50 and $500. 50 being kind of that basic tee, 500 being that, nice leather jacket type of thing. The resale prices for a lot of the pieces are $30 to $125, and I was excited to find it and learn about it. So, all right, this next one, I believe this is a vintage item from the 90s, but they actually didn't create this brand. I could not find much on this, so yeah, we're gonna assume that what I found was correct, but that it was started in 1997. Here's the tag. Apia. I'm trying to look past the thing. Colezioni. I don't know how to say that. I know there's a couple different brands that use that, but we're gonna butcher everything today. So I picked this up based off of style, and I didn't know much. I mean, I saw that there was an Neiman Marcus tag under it. I assumed it was some sort of vintage piece, so late 90s, possibly early 2000s. And I loved it because it's just this beautiful brown velvet. It has these kind of embroidered blue flowers all over, this stitching, this gold stitching on the back and the front. And it's just very elegant, and it just feels very comfortable. Like if you've got to wear a gown for something, this really screams kind of boho vibes that can be definitely dressed up or dressed down. I think this would be perfect for a photo shoot, in my opinion. But it's very beautiful, easy to wear, has a little bit of stretch in the velvet. So anyways, size 8, it's polyester. And what I did read about this was that it was created in 1997. They had a store in New York, and I don't think it's there anymore. They were trying to fuse a lot of East and West designs and styles. A lot of their dresses, this one not being one of them, were hand woven using silk, that kind of that Eastern vibe that they were bringing in using silk. And the retail prices I could not find. So resale prices, a lot of them are listed between 50 to 200. For example, I only have this listed for 49. And the reason is because the comps, there aren't many of them. And so I think a lot of people aim high because they see the Neiman Marcus tag, and they seem to be quite beautiful. But I definitely picked it up just because I thought it was very pretty. And I don't think it's got a quick resale market, but I do think this will find a new home at some point, and I was happy to pick it up and learn about it. So, all right, and the last item is, this one's kind of unusual, but I thought I'd throw it in. Only because I did not know Michaels, like the store Michaels, had apparel until now. So this is a long sleeve button front shirt, and here's the tag, and if you can't read it, it says Millie Designs. And the reason I picked it up or noticed it was it had these little subtle stars. I thought, oh, that'd be really cute for 4th of July, a very subtle 4th of July. You know, you don't have to wear the bold, bright red or bright blue to some 4th of July. You could wear something like this, still be kind of appropriate for the celebration, but still a little bit of sparkle. So I thought that it was kind of cute. Not my style personally. I don't know, actually, I might actually wear this with some cutoff shorts if it's not my size. But anyways, so this is actually sold. I don't know if it's created, but it's sold from Michaels Apparel. So you can buy these on their website, possibly in their store, but I don't go to Michaels really ever. They're kind of beaded decorative shirts for all occasions. So a lot of them are loud. They scream kind of bold designs. So this is a very subtle design for a lot of the ones I could see. And the retail prices range from about 50 to 80 for a lot of them, but quite a few of them were on sale. So I think you could probably get some for about 30 new. The resale prices, depending on the style, were only about 20 to 30, but there was a pretty consistent sell-through rate. I think it was right around that 50%, but there were quite a few that had sold. So clearly people they know this, and they know the brand, and they're looking for it. And yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to share it because it was a new brand to me and I learned something. So I thought I would share it. So those are my 5 new brands, some really high end, some kind of more low end. And I hope you enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video and this series, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.